I'm trying to see where your mind is. So I'm going to let you ask the question because you are the initiator, and I'll follow that.
Okay. So what does your initial first date look like with a man?
My initial first date is asking him where he wants to bring me. And daytime, is he a planner? So I will know kind of where he's at and what he has in store and what type of life I would be walking into. So my initial first date would be up to the man. I would not want to be the one planning that.
Now, in my personal opinion, joining these type of shows is not the way to go if you're looking for something serious. It most certainly always ends up in something that's not successful, but they seem to say some very interesting things on here, so let's dive in.
Well, I wasn't saying like plan, like what type of stuff would you like to do on the first date? As far as, are you into?
I want to do what he wants to do.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm there to learn him,
Yeah.
and I'm there to know him,
But he got to learn you too, though.
and he'll learn me when I walk into his world.
Okay. God damn. Okay.
But walk into my world first, I'm not providing a world for you. So
Not at all.
my world really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It matters to the extent of what have I cultivated?
Yeah.
Have I nurtured my world? Where can my world take him, right? When I enter his world. So that's why I won't present the preconceived notion of what I want to do, because he might show me something new, and now I just
Right.
limited myself
Yeah.
to what I'm already exposed to, and I never gave him a chance to step me into his world. So
Damn. Okay. Can we bring her up here or what?
Do you have any questions for him?
well, my question is, what is important to you, the most thing important to you in terms of a goal? And do you love and fear God? Do you want marriage? Do you want children? Do you already have kids? Are you fertile? I mean, there's a lot to
Fertile.
See, it's a real thing.
Right.
No, there's a lot to unpack,
Right.
which I was trying to let you unpack. But now we're here.
So now
So what's the first do you?
I would say pick one, you know?
I don't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not against marriage at all. I will if I find the right one, because I feel like in today's time people get married for all the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
They get married to impress other people or to make it seem like they're up here when really behind closed doors they down here. So for the right person, I will do that. As far as children go, if my person wants kids, that's what it is. And I'm definitely with that.
And your relationship with the Lord.
Absolutely. God baptized, Christian, all of that.
What does that relationship look like?
Pray every day. Yeah, I'm a praying man, God-fearing man.
Okay. I'm gonna pop.
Okay.
All right. And why'd you end up popping?
I'm popping because I think you know where you stand and where you're at. I think you love your pants.
Y'all, I'm gonna go viral for these pants, man.
Look, I don't want you to get rid of your pants because I'm not gonna want the pants, you know? So I want you to stay true to who you are, continue being honest with who you are, because there is a woman that will love your pants down, okay? And she just won't be, you know, me. And that's okay. That's okay. But at least you were able to, you know, let me know what's up, and I got the vibe, and it's clear.
Right.
And thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Seriously.
You know, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah. Definitely.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I get that this is a show and you have to go through all the motions. You have to ask the questions. This is what makes the show. But why would you do all this? Why would you ask this man all these personal questions? Ask him about his beliefs, all these different type of things, but then just end up talking about the pants he's wearing. If you had an issue with his sense of style, why didn't you just start out with that? Why didn't you lead with that instead of wasting everybody's time? This is the exact problem right now that's going on. These men feel disrespected. These women that don't respect their time. Just go ahead and say what's on your mind and let's move on.
I have a question for the general male public. As a girly who uses dating apps and has been on dating apps for a while, it's not working out. It's not working out, okay? I hate them so much. I would so much rather meet somebody in person, but I don't know where y'all be at. So I need you to tell me, where are the men? Where are the men? Like, where do y'all frequent? And I need you to tell me so that I can go there and then meet somebody in person, because I cannot do the dating apps anymore. They suck so bad. So if you could just let me know where you guys are, that would be really cool. Thank you.
A guy in the comments was like, start delivering pizzas because we're in a house with our hobbies where it's safe. When men make this type of comment, it's not a joke. They're being serious. Men out here really are trying to stay away from all this. It just feels like a hassle nowadays, man. It's just too many hoops to go through, too many boxes to check. We've been through this. Until you all just relax out there with the standards, this out of nowhere standards, because you're seeing this everywhere and it's being fed to you. Until you all stop that, man, the dudes is just going to stay away, man. Or just find different things that we can get into. You can always chase that one night stand too, man. That's still an option out there, man. Y'all forget this.
So I'm single and I'm just trying to be like aware of men in the world. Okay? And do single men like go anywhere without a chaperone? Like I'm actually starting to panic. Like where are they? Like where are they? I feel like anytime I see a man vaguely my age, like a woman appears, a child appears, that is a father. Where are the single men? Where are they? Do they not go to the grocery store? I've like never seen a man at Target. How do you eat? Like you can't exclusively go to sports games with the bros. Where are you? Like I know I'm at a deficit because I go to like Broadway shows and tap dancing lessons and I work from home, but like I exist in public. I go out for drinks, I go to coffee shops, I go to the mall, I go to the store. Where are they? Where are they going? Where are they? Do they go anywhere? Like, do men only go places if their girlfriend made them? If they have a child to feed? Help.
Yeah, those men you keep seeing are the men who are really about growing up, in the adult thing and actually being serious in relationships and have families. Those are the men you're seeing. Yep. They're not out there trying to play games. They're trying to really start something serious, and they already found what they're looking for. So you have to keep looking. Maybe go for the youngins, the YNs. That's probably your option now.
I literally just want a man that brings me peace. Like, why am I waking up worried about what you're doing? Why am I concerned? Why do I not trust you? Like, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all?
Just calm down, baby girl, all right? That was just one time. She had a fat behind. It's not going to happen again. It'll never happen again. Just relax. She had a fatty. I just had to take care of that. It was man shit happening. You'll be all right. I'm back with you now. You're all that matters.
Somebody asked me recently why I've been single for so long, and it's because I haven't met a man who can sell me a dream better than the one I'm living right now. Y'all literally do not know how to sell dreams anymore. And at this point, we know it's a dream because there was a whole tagline in Vogue said boyfriends are embarrassing. Having a boyfriend is embarrassing. So what part of me would want to be in a relationship knowing that a boyfriend is embarrassing and I'm living a great life on my own? And then to the delusional girlies, I want to know how y'all do it so damn bad, because y'all know I got like 4 videos of where I said I wanted to be delusional and try being delusional. How do y'all be so delusional over these dumb ass men? And I'm not saying all men. The ones I have run into recently, no common sense.
Why do I have to sell you a dream? What happened to just getting together and just letting things just be organic? Why do I have to meet this standard? Why do I have to sell you something? This is the problem. There's just all these things you have to get to, all these things you have to check off. That is an issue. Nothing is organic because someone has to meet your standards. How about just letting it happen and see where it goes? Now, of course, people have to have finances. We get all this. You just can't get with bums. But why do I have to sell you something? This is why people say you make it harder than it has to be. And yeah, you're going to be alone for a long time with this kind of mindset. And if you're out there consuming articles about it being embarrassing to have a boyfriend, this is already not going to work. That's already a bad start.
I'm not trying to sound depressing, but I am tired. I am so tired of dating. I am always some sort of rebound or distraction for somebody. I feel like the best way to describe what I feel like I am is like this person needs someone to hold their hand to cross the bridge, and I'm that person that is there for them. And then the second they get across, I'm not needed anymore. I'm not good enough. And there's always someone else that follows, and that person is always good enough. I don't get it. I'm just so tired. I'm so tired of it. Like,
these women are so caught up in their looks and they're so superficial that you see her spilling her guts, trying to tell you what's going on with her. She really has something to let off her mind. But in her comments section, someone says, "This is so off topic, but the face card is insane." You can't make this up, man. They're so caught up in their looks. Nothing else matters, bro. This is wild. And these are the women you're trying to find, fellas. There you go.
And next time you start feeling like you might have a crush on a guy, just remember that men is short for mental illness. The mental illness they'll induce in you. Yeah.
Now, there's no telling how long it took her to cook this one up, fellas. So I guess we should appreciate it. Yeah, pat yourself on the back.
There's a huge disconnect happening between men and women right now, and I want to share something I've been realizing about why men seem to be getting better while most women are struggling more. And I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Men have all these platforms teaching them accountability and how to level up. But when I look at what we as women are consuming, it honestly made me realize something important. Men have podcasts teaching discipline, Jordan Peterson teaching accountability, David Goggins teaching mental toughness, and there's so many more. They're consuming content that pushes them to build themselves up and take responsibility. But I started noticing what we as women are consuming. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Call Her Daddy, Girls Gotta Eat, Real Housewives, Love Island, and there's just so many more. And I realized this content is programming us to create more drama, feel more entitled, and expect things without bringing anything valuable ourselves. I see influencers like Shira7, Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle, teaching manipulation tactics, and others like Ari Kitsia, if that's how you say it, promoting OnlyFans culture, teaching us that our value comes from our sexuality instead of building actual skills or character. So we have reality TV teaching us drama, podcasts teaching us entitlement, and influencers teaching us toxic behaviors. While men are learning discipline, accountability, and how to build real value. I think the reason men don't consume this toxic content is because they don't tolerate drama. But we as women tend to be more drawn to emotional and social content, which makes us more susceptible to this programming. And the media industry knows this and exploits it. And here's what I've noticed. Whenever a woman tries to hold other women accountable, we get defensive and attack her for it. I keep seeing comments saying, "This applies to men too," and although you're right, here's what I have observed. Men seem more willing to consume content that challenges them, while we gravitate toward content that validates us. The accountability content for women exists, but we're less likely to engage with it positively. When women try to help other women grow, we often get called pick-me or accused of having internalized misogyny. Men have an entire ecosystem telling them to take responsibility and work harder, and they listen. We have way more content telling us we're perfect as we are and that our problems are someone else's fault. I've realized that most of us don't want to be challenged. We prefer to be validated in our dysfunction. Meanwhile, men are embracing tough love and actually improving themselves. Men are consuming content that makes them better. We're consuming content that makes us worse. And then we wonder why there's such a disconnect. If we want better relationships and lives, we need to start consuming content that challenges us to grow, not content that validates our worst behaviors.
Now, let's not act like there isn't misinformation out here on both sides. Men have places that we shouldn't go to as well. They also have spots that give bad advice. It's on both sides. It's just going to be up to you and what you choose to consume. And unfortunately, you might get misled. You know, people play on your feelings and all that. So, I mean, you have to sort through all that and pick the right information to take in. And this is how it has to work. You know, we all have to find what we truly need to hear, because it's a lot of information out there, a lot of bad information.
I love the door has been opened to not wanting to live with a man because you want to be disgusting in peace. Because honestly, I've been living this truth for quite some time now. Like 90% of the time when I'm in my house, I'm probably just farting and eating snacks. My hair's greasy as fuck. It smells like shit. It probably would stay in this position if I stood like, honey, it ain't going nowhere, baby. It's just staying like that. And you know what? I don't give a fuck. I haven't brushed my teeth yet. I haven't washed my face yet. I'm sitting here, my armpit smelled from work last night. Like, I haven't showered yet. And you know what? I don't give a flying fuck. Because whenever I leave the house, okay, not whenever. I'm gonna say 90% of the time when I leave the house, I'm put together and I smell clean. But like, no. When I'm in the house chilling by myself, eating my breakfast, watching The Office in the morning, fuck no, I'm not done. My leg hair is probably half an inch long at this point. Because why the fuck am I gonna shave my legs right now? I'm not shaving my legs right now. I don't even think I've shaved my armpits, to be quite honest. And I live in a warm climate. But either way, that's neither here nor there. No, I don't want to live with a man. Living with a man is like performance theater. And that's just not for me. I'm not fucking cleaning up my shit. I have fucking snacks in my bed. I was eating snacks when I got home last night from work. Slept right next to the fucking snacks. I don't give a flying fuck. Woke up this morning, had 2 chips for breakfast before I even got up. And you know what? Then I got up and made my real breakfast. And my real breakfast being a bagel. Okay? And something that I've personally experienced when living with a man in the past, I'm not about to be lectured on what the fuck the nutrition facts are on the food that I'm eating. Every fucking morning I would wake up and have a bagel for breakfast. My boyfriend would be like, well, is that all you're gonna have? You're not gonna have any protein? No, I'm not gonna fucking have any protein. Get the fuck out of my face. God forbid I want to sit down and have a bag of chips. God forbid I want to sit down and have a, you know what's in that, right? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm not about to be lectured on my hygiene, and I'm sure as shit not about to be lectured on the fucking food that I'm eating. I don't know what is wrong with y'all.
There you go, fellas. She mostly gave you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. These are the women out there. Before you throw them on pedestals, this is what they're like. We don't have angels walking the earth out here. That's not what's going on. Be reasonable before you thirst over these women, all right, and make them too big-headed that they think they are beyond approaching. She just told you everything, all right? She farts and all that. They're just as disgusting as us. There's that info. Do what you will with it.
I was talking to my guy friend yesterday and we were discussing this notion that a lot of girls don't want to build with guys because really often you see guys who are broke build and the girl will build with them. And then he gets successful and leaves her for like a younger 24-year-old. She invested and wasted so much time and now she's older in the dating market, starting back at square one. At first, he didn't really see where I was coming from. His perspective was more like, well, if I don't build with a girl, then I'm not sure that she's going to be with me for anything other than my money when I'm successful. So let me try to explain the female psychology for girls who think like me. So I kind of have 2 pillars of thought when it comes to this. First pillar is that I feel like a lot of guys, when they're broke, they don't choose their dream woman. They pick the girl that fits their current lifestyle that they can like quote unquote afford. Then when they reach success, they finally have like this ginormous pool of girls who want them and they kind of get their pick of the litter. Now they can go for their dream woman. And by the way, I don't think every guy is like this. I'm well aware that there's many guys that blew up with their girlfriend or whatever, and that is the person they stick with forever. I think this really comes down to the fact that it's a personality trait. Are you a cheater or not? Is it your character to cheat and seek novelty or not? I recognize that. So the other pillar of thought that I have when it comes to this is that I feel like the guys psychologically don't want the woman who watched him struggle. I think they want to, but I think the guys that are still starting at zero and are building, they don't like who they are. And so when he reaches that level of success, he's always going to tie that old version that he's trying to escape to that woman. I think there's a lot of guys out there that don't want to be seen. I think a lot of guys want to be seen for that post glow up self, want the woman who sees him as like this hero, who sees them as like this manly man. Not saying that a girl who builds won't see that. If anything, she actually might. She might respect him a lot for what he went through. But I think this has a lot to do with men's ego, and so many of these guys just don't want a woman that's seen that side of them. Again, not every guy. I am totally aware of that. And so when you combine these two main reasons, for me, it's not about gold digging or finding a guy that's super successful. To me, this is risk management. I don't think that most of us will be able to accurately assess how a person is going to change when he gets power and success. You know, a guy who's making 80K versus a guy who's making 800K, they don't have the same temptations, the same self-control battles, the same access to women. Their values might even change once they reach a certain level of success. There's not really a way to predict this. You can look at character, but people change a lot when they get power and money. And I don't want to be blindsided. I want to date somebody who's at his finished, stable state, who's already experienced some of this temptation and experienced a level of success. I also don't want somebody who's super successful, like very much at their peak of their career, because I think those guys also have a different psychology that I don't want to have to deal with. I'd rather meet somebody who's somewhat experienced success and is still building and working towards something. And I have no problem holding somebody down and like building with them there, but I need to see that they've already experienced a level of success where I know that they are kind of who they are at this point, and I need to know how they react and how they've behaved with all this new access that they have to women, to money, to power. I think at that point, a man's identity is a lot more solidified. So yeah, not looking to date for potential, not looking to take a gamble on who he might become. There's also the age factor. I'm 25. I don't want to build with somebody, then I've reached 30, he's reached success, and suddenly he's leaving me for the young 25-year-old, and I have to restart at square one, and I'm like older in the dating pool. So for these reasons, very quick summary, I will not be dating to build with somebody.
There's no issue with your preference. I mean, you've made your points. They certainly do make sense. But yeah, as I was beginning to think to respond to a lot of this, you were answering most of your own questions. Not every guy is like this. And it's certainly a character thing. A real man would want to experience the success with the woman they started with the person that went through the hard times with them. And maybe that's just not good character. If you're going to leave your partner behind because now you've hit a certain level of success and you feel like you deserve better, I think you have to bring everyone with you, right? And that's what any normal, thoughtful person would do that really loves someone else. I mean, this just depends on the person and their character. I mean, you hear it a lot. People get to a certain level of success, not just men, the women too, and they want to upgrade, in quotes, right? They think that there's something better now that they're at a certain level. And I mean, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, that's more of a character thing and a preference. And not everyone's going to go that way. But you fellas, let me know about this, man. Let me know what you think. This has been another one. Until the next one.